Welcome to another video and episode on my running robot discovery based on the fischertechnik TXT controller. It runs Linux, embedded Linux, and it is programmed in Python. Right now it is running the standard default firmware, and last time I reconstructed I think this one, the construction of the sensor, and it turned out that it didn't matter anyway, because there's a notch under this whole construction on both sides, and that makes that it when the object is lower than this, it can't drive any further because it is blocked by this notch. So now what? Well, the point is, very interestingly, last episode I found out some strange diversion things. It rolled in a straight line just once and then some diversions. However, in a very recent big demonstration with a relatively large distance, also running the standard firmware, no diversions were discovered. It just ran in one straight line. So the big question is, how can that be? How can it be that when it runs in a short track like this, that it finds many times a diversion? And even now, with the oscilloscope attached, these are resting, or more appropriately, these are 0. These are the signals from the motor, these are the pulses from the motor, and one is always 1 and one is 0, which is odd in itself. So let's do this test once again, and now I want to do something else first. What does this do? This is Python 2.7, and the developer of FTRoboPy, which I'm using, FTRoboPy being the Python API for the TXT controller, says standard it runs now 3.0 or 3 point whichever. So if I do now Python, it doesn't do a thing. Which is strange in itself. So, okay, let me get rid of the images. Alright. Now we have some clear view. And the question is what to do. Here there's still Python 2.7 and run Python. So I'm guessing I still should use what is run this as H nothing I should use right now. That is, snapshot and stream are other interesting things, by the way, that I should that I can demonstrate. This makes a snapshot, by the way, from this image, from this view, and stream just makes a streaming from the laptop, from the camera, which is now not present. But I'm diverting my thing, and which is I want to run the whole robot. Oh, by the way, yes, it's without the battery pack, because it's charging. And now you can see that it wants to go on, but it is held by this pole, which is carrying the wires from the probes. But it is diverting. And this is an oops again. Anyway, it diverts. Next thing that I should do, since I was running on the AC adapter, now I have plugged in again the battery pack, so I am removing oh great. Alright, this is a wire breach, and that is definitely causing a problem. So while I have to fix this, which is a necessity, and then I'm talking about this whole wire. In the meantime, it has to run on AC adapter again. It's not yet connected. So in the meantime, a broken wire, which I for some reason can't take out immediately. There it comes. And this being the other end. So I have to strip the wire. And in the meantime, see right here if I have connection. Yes, I have. So with the battery pack here for the weight, I think now let's run it again. Oh no, I have to relog in, of course. So see again whatever happens. Yeah, and that's an immediate diversion, and it could be that it is for this weight. So that is why I want to use the battery pack to remove all the clear weight. So now we are there again at the exact same way. and this hardly happens, not in the exact same way, which is the exact, and although this is a nice signal, it has stopped now, indeed, because the motors aren't running anymore, no pulses, but it is still being sent pulse width. And here you can see that it immediately gets high again. Very odd in a way. But let's first fix that broken wire, so I can test without the AC adapter. And now I have a very interesting problem. When I take this battery pack and I connect it to the controller, let me show you, and I'll take out the AC. Let me just put it like this for now. It is nicely connected. It powers on for now, which it didn't previously, and it measured 10 volts, which is a lot. So the question is, why does it power on now? And it did run straight away this power motor. And if you've seen my previous videos, you recognize this one. I've used it a lot, these and the other models. So now it is running on battery. Let's hope it keeps running. And I'll have to wait. Oh, it's there by now. Right, now it is disconnected from the AC. Let's see the behavior. Does it work? Kind of, but a straight diversion again. Alright, alright, stop it. Now I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to remove this one and put it almost in the middle. So the wires are now coming from straight above, not from left or right, straight above. What's the difference, if any? Well, there is a sonar, because this is now a straight line, in a straight line. And that is what I call not a straight line. Alright, next try. So what if I disconnect the probes? Is that of any influence? Let me just do that. I have to be careful, of course. I'll hold them in my hand for now, because all the wires go anywhere but the right way. Let's see how it behaves now. That's not correct. Well, I can't call this a straight line either. So, probe or no probe, IC adapter or battery pack, it doesn't matter, this is not a straight line. Which brings me to the next question. The recent demonstration was on the floor on a considerable distance, so that's the next test. How does it behave here at approximately the same distance? And also only the default firmware, because yeah, I need to find an explanation, I need to find the cause. Alright, ready for a floor test, and one thing that I first notice is following. If you have seen my videos on this robot before, then I mean say a lot of episodes ago, I always had problem using the standard firmware, losing connection after 2 meters, further than 2 meters, and right now I am from some 10 meters away from my oscilloscope location, and I still have contact. So now let's see and run. And of course now I'm using a different PC, different laptop, which does not go as smooth as I had hoped. One more try. That's clearly sonar detection. And that's a nice ride. So how to proceed from here? Let's do it the other way, or try to anyway. I can also run a little bit further. And see how this works out. And that's a screen flash. New one. A very slow, very careful approach. But it seems that the connection with the network is over anyway, the network problem. So how about a little touch? That does not seem to work. Another surprise. So how to go on from here? Let's turn it around. Another interesting thing is that when I pick it up now, it still drives very slowly. But apparently it doesn't have enough power to go on. So this is a strange effect. And that goes on. And then what does the screen output say? It just goes on. So what happens if I end it and start again? And I have to start it again. Oops. And that it keeps repeating, so if I move it over here, what will happen? So it needs apparently a basic minimal distance from the object to even start something. Alright, I think this is enough for now. Let's turn it around again. So now the first test again with a small object battery pack. How will this work out? If it works out. It always starts with a small diversion. And that's it. So let's try again. And once again, output is rolling over the screen but no movement. Alright, this may be considered a kind of a straight line, although it's not really. One centimeter to go to touch the object. Half a centimeter. Touch, but not completely touched, because I don't think the switch has been pressed. Let's help it. That's no good. Let's move it back again. So many times that it just doesn't move and gives a lot of output. Alright, let's say here then. See, why does this work? Why does this work? Not quite sure. Anyway, the battery seems to hold, and it is a kind of straight way, although I expect a very straight way. So how to find that out? Not really sure. Alright, let me do the other firmware in this situation. So with the community firmware, let's see whatever happens. Takes a little longer to get effective. That's one thing. I have sound. And I thought I saw some light. So let me move this one here and move the whole robot over there. And let's see what happens once again. Ooh, and that goes way beyond. Ouch. And yeah, I didn't expect that. It runs against an object, but it keeps on running. How to deal with this? A very good question. And then put in another way, another direction. And then you get the proper ending. So this is to be considered as a completely different behavior. And a very interesting question, why? And that I honestly don't know. Anyway, some very interesting side effects, some very interesting results, but unfortunately as yet no answers. So for now, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like. Follow me on Instagram and like. Please donate to keep my videos coming your way. More information, please see my website. And this is of course to be continued. So, bye bye.